This is the video replication of Week 7's weekly prep for the course Quantitative Analysis, Applied Inferential Statistics. This week, I want to introduce the idea of the Tibble, a special type of data frame that is implemented as part of the tidyverse in R. Tibbles offer improvements in efficiency and behavior, and we'll want to convert our data to Tibbles from here on out. What I have here is a new R project called Weekly Prep 07 with the replication R notebook open in it. The replication notebook is available on GitHub. First, I want to point out two new features from this replication file. If you look at the header, I've added an author field and then a dynamic date field. By setting the date dynamically, it will always reflect the date of the most recent changes that have been made to the file. First, for question 1, I want to load our two dependencies, the test driver package and the Tibble package from the tidyverse. Next, I want to address question 2 by adding the auto17 data from test driver to our global environment in a data frame object called autodata. Once the code is executed, autodata will appear in the upper right-hand pane under the environment tab. For question 3, we want to print the autodata frame in the console. So I'll type out the print function and include the autodata object. When we execute the function, we're immediately taken to the bottom of some pretty extensive output. What we'll notice as we scroll through the output is that it has given us the first 47 observations for every variable. To get that to fit on the screen, however, R has to break the variables up. So we see 2 variables and then 2 more variables. This makes it pretty difficult to interpret the output. If, as question 4 suggests, we use the asTibble function combined with the autodata object instead of using print, we'll get much more manageable output. We can see the first 10 observations across the first 5 variables in the data. If you scroll down in the replication file, you'll see some simple answers to questions 3 and 4. For question 5, the primary thing to hone in on is that the Tibbles produce clean, easy-to-read output, while data frames do not. Moving forward with the course, we'll want to save our data as Tibbles. We can do that by taking an existing data object, like autodata, and using the asTibble function to assign a Tibble to a new object. The code for doing so is in the code chunk under question 6. We can type the object name into the console now and get the same clean output as before. Once our data are saved as Tibbles, we no longer need to use the asTibble function.